So I thought we'd do a bumper transfer episode for episode 88 because it's our first season in the Premier League, our first summer of having a lot of money to spend. And of course, I would invest it really wisely and wouldn't just go out and buy my favourite players in world football. Roll the intro. No, I won't stop. Hello and welcome back to the Folkestone Invicta Hometown Hero Save. We've signed Paulo Dybala! Yes! On a free transfer from Man United. His contract expired. He was planning to retire. We gave him a 1-year deal on $15.5 a week and he thought, fuck it, I'll move down to Folkestone in the southeast of England. That would be wonderful. Long-term subscribers to the channel, people that view my other content, you all know I love this guy. Might be an error bringing him in at the age of 35 after he's just finished playing for Man United, scoring 36 goals in 171 games. But I don't care. I love him. He's in. Paulo Dybala is in. Arguably the biggest name we've bought in so far. It is only the 5th of July, so we've got still got the whole summer before the season starts. I think we've done one pre-season game so far. It might not even be that. I think everyone's come back in pretty tip-top condition. There was no European competitions, international competitions being played. Just a few friendlies and a few Europa Nations League stuff. So most people have come back in tip-top condition. But Dybala, he's in. I mean, the stats, if you ignore jumping stamina strength, are incredible. I mean, and he can't tackle, mark or throw. But, wow. Absolutely wow. Love it. Absolutely love it. Leave a like on the video because Paulo Dybala has signed for Folkestone Invicta, which is mental. It's not the only transfers that we've done. As you see, lots going on at the moment. We have two outs. We'll start there. Cesar Constanzo has moved back to Argentina, £1.5 million. Wasn't going to get a look in our team anymore. Hardly got a look in last year, I think. 6 appearances? Yeah, 6 appearances, 1 goal, 6.95. Probably deserved a bit more, but a £1.2 million profit after 4 years of very good service. I will take that indeed. And the only other person so far is Jason Roberts, central midfielder, going out on loan again, back to Lincoln, back to League One. Oh no, up into League One. He joined us in League One and had 2 loans out in the National League 2, so taking a step up now to play for Lincoln in League One, which is good. And then on the ins, we have our usual intake of rejected youngsters from the other top big teams in the Premier League. So Jakub Svoboda joins as a goalkeeper in the under-23s and the under-18s. Sweeper keeper, pretty decent, good potential. We just always need to bolster our under-23s. Next one, Phil Canham from Chelsea, holding midfielder / central midfielder. Low determination's pretty crap. Determination 3 is dreadful, but really good potential. So if we can get him mentored and tutored or get him out into another team, so maybe Port Vale or Burton Albion, getting him playing, his determination may increase. What I'm going to say as well, patrons, I've been putting it off giving you names in our youth academy because our youth academy is dreadful. So what I'm now going to say is any new generated player like Phil Canham, if you want to be named after one of these players we've actually bought into the club, then just let me know. We'll go through the under-23s at some point as well. But yeah, I'm now going to say on a first-come, first-served basis, Patreons or YouTube subscribers and memberships of the channel can now name whichever player they want who has been bought into the club and is now currently in our academy. So Phil Canham is one of those players. Next one, Jack Mcgowan comes in from Man United as well. Left winger or striker. Really good stats for his age. Really good potential ability. Determination's good, but he's fickle. So we'll have to see how that goes. Again, lots of clubs want these players on loan, so that because they've got good current ability and very good potential ability for the level of the clubs that want them. I mean, I prefer his teamwork to be a bit higher, but generally looks like he could be quite useful. Jack Mcgowan there in the under-23s. And Ben Kimball-Young is the last youngster that we got from a bigger team in the terms of Man City. This guy hasn't played any senior football in his career, an unambitious fullback. Defensive wise, his stats are pretty good. Attacking wise, from a fullback's perspective, they're not. Crossing shit, dribbling shit, teamwork shit, vision shit, work rate shit. I mean, 3-star, potentially 4-star. It's bolstering the numbers, isn't it? Bolstering the numbers in the under-23s. We'll stick with the free transfers because we bought in Henry Tranny, a bit of an unfortunate name. £15 million he's worth. Got him on a free transfer from Italy, some AC Milan in Serie A, Italy. I mean, I've phrased that I should say, cut that sentence up and make it work, but we'll leave it in there. 950k they bought him for. We've taken a punt on him on a free transfer. He has got some bids on him to take him out on loan, which we've accepted. So it'll be up to him where he wants to go. But could potentially turn into something quite useful. Attacking midfielder or a striker. Generally likes to run with the ball down the right, so come into this sort of area out here. But generally, I'm happy to get someone like him on a free. I think we'll be able to make money on him whatever happens. He's got a 3-year contract, so yeah, we'll probably be set. He probably won't see him in the first team, but we probably will sell him for a profit, which is good. And then free transfers. So Revan, Perez and Stockton were all here last year on loan. We managed to snap them up. £72,000 a week we're playing Revan, the Brazilian, but he is the best player at our club now. So I think after the 15 appearances he's made, getting a 7.15, it was more than the right decision. More than the right decision? English isn't on point today, I'll admit that. So, but yes, Revan is in. Only 5'10", which could be a bit of a problem, but loves to try killer balls, which I love. And if we can get him linking up with Dybala, I think we could be on for something special. Alexandre Perez, another attacking midfielder. We're a bit overloaded with them at the moment, but again, it looks very, very useful. Very good. Came on loan to us last year, did well in the Championship, hoping he can replicate that in the Premier League. Signed from Liverpool. And Stockton, the right winger. He's one of the main reasons we may be tinkering with the formation a bit this year, because he is a very, very good winger, and I think it's time that we start utilising the wings a little bit more going forward. A really good loan season for us, being played out of position, remember, so that 6.89 I think is actually very good. Hoping he can cut it in the Premier League. Not played in the Premier League yet, so I'm hoping he can do it now that we've brought him with us up there. Next up, Jordan Pickering joining a free transfer as well. New right back for us potentially. Tackling's not the best. If we go back to a wing back formation, he will definitely be our starting wing back. More than likely will be our starting right back as well. Just got to watch out for that really crap tackling. Physicals are amazing. He had a last season on loan at Rangers, not playing too much, but that's because I don't have that league loaded. Same with the Eredivisie. But has played for Chelsea and was pretty shit in the Premier League. So I'm hoping he can up his game now that we've signed him in the Premier League for free. But then we've signed some players for money. I needed a new goalkeeper. So we've bought in PSG's first choice keeper, which is strange. Really good. Easily better than Will Dennis. He'll be our starting goalkeeper. 32 grand. A week. We bought him for £3.8 million, which is a bit of a bargain. But yeah, played 38 times for PSG, only conceding 37 goals. I did go and check this out, and they have some... we'll get onto Solberg in a minute. Kurtic is there as well. He was in their youth team, I think, last year. No, he's out. They've bought him in, £1.1 million. Because I was wondering why they were selling him, and it's because they bought this guy, who... could you argue is one of the best goalkeepers you've ever seen on Football Manager? Just take a minute and look at his stats. Agility, jumping reach, aerial reach, command of area, communication, handling, kicking, one-on-ones, reflexes, throwing, vision, work rate, positioning, leadership, decisions, concentration. All 15 or higher. That is mental. He's going to be an absolutely quality goalkeeper. 24-year-old talent. They only paid like £8 million for him, 8.25. But that's why we managed to buy their other first-choice goalkeeper. And Isaac Solberg is their backup goalkeeper, who was in the reserves last year, who we're trying to bring in as our backup goalkeeper, because, again, I think he's better than Will Dennis. So, yeah, very happy with the new goalkeeper we've brought in. I think he could make a big difference for us this season, especially with the experience of playing for PSG. And then Russell Mcgowan, £4 million. Left winger / striker. We're probably going to move to a formation with wingers to really try and attack down the wings a bit more, because we've got some good strikers. I just need to think of a formation. We're going to play one up front, but I want to play two, but I don't think we can because we've got such good attacking midfielders. It's going to be a bit of a mess while we try and figure out a new formation, I think. More than likely, we'll go to a 4-2-3-1, but I think we'll see how it goes. Plenty of games coming up this season for rotation for everyone to get games, but left-footed, left winger, runs the ball down the right. Don't quite understand that. Cuts inside from both wings and places his shot. Runs with ball down the right, but apparently can't be an inside forward at all. But very happy he's in. £4 million from Los Angeles Football Club in the MLS, where he had 3 decent seasons. Never played in the Premier League after being sold from Brighton to LAFC. But they took a bit of a hit on it. He's now worth £9 million. Even if it doesn't work out, I reckon we make profit on him. And that's what the board want us to do, generally, is sign people to sell for profit. But that's all the transfers at the moment, it's incredible. Absolutely incredible. Obviously, Dybala's not on there because we signed him last season from Man United when his contract expired. On a free transfer. Brilliant. It's epic, isn't it? It's epic. It's absolutely epic. Paulo Dybala is here, playing for Folkestone. It's mental. Absolutely mental. Right, we're going to be back. This episode is purely for transfers. I think there's a lot more going on. We've got one transfer, which actually you could have already seen. We've already looked at, not him, but he's been in the scene. And if it comes off, it could be absolutely mental. I think he's rated 98 by our scouts when they went and looked at him. We've got a few more in the pipeline as well. But we'll come back if there's any more transfer news. See you then. Okay, so this is the transfer I was alluding to. Sylvain Berger. £20 million, centre-back from PSG. Now, it's $8.5 million down and then money over like 3 years in what Lelujo calls the never never, which I think I'll agree with. Minimum fee release clause 50 million, so we'll make profit if someone wants to pay that from the Champions League. He has to match the highest earner. Don't think that'll be a problem for a while. I don't see us paying $100,000 to over $100,000 to anyone recently. Lots of money in terms of bonuses being paid. Yeah, he's 23. He's absolutely amazing. He's absolutely amazing. So he was brought to us by our scout. We haven't scouted him because I was just like, yes, please. He's transfer listed for 20 million. He had Real Madrid interested in him. They didn't make a bid. I made a bid as soon as he appeared on my screen. 6'1", 23, tackling 14, passing 13, marking 12, heading 11, first touch 11. They're not the best. However, he's fairly ambitious. Determination 13. That's okay. Concentration 16 to 18. Let's say that's a 17. That's amazing. Decisions 15. Positioning 16. Strength, stamina, pace, balance, agility, acceleration, all above 15. Jumping reach 13. Fitness, let's call that a 13 as well. He is absolutely incredible. And he played 32 times for PSG and got a 6.8. Imagine what he's going to do for us. Just imagine it. Imagine it. And then imagine it no more because we're buying him. Bosh. $100,000 a week out of the door to Sylvain Berger is in the van. Let's get the confirmation of that. Whoa. £20 million. He's a star player and could still improve. He could potentially be a leading Premier League central defender. I am very, very excited by this. Very, very excited. Not quite as excited I am about Paulo Dybala, but Sylvain Berger is going to be the rock of our central defensive area 3 or 2 for many years to come, unless someone pays us £50 million for him. Or we get relegated and then they still have to pay us £30 million, which is more than what we've paid. So, yeah. Mateo Silva, welcome into the club and then be like, but don't take my spot, please. But Stansfield, they're buying, great. Shrewsbury completed the signing of Jay Stansfield for 250k. Happy with that. Profit. Even though he played he was amazing, wasn't he? He was amazing in the early parts of this save. Went back down to League 2, was amazing again, and has moved to the Championship, where he didn't really play for us. So it'll be interesting to see if he can cut it in the Championship. But a very good striker if you're starting out a new save and you need to sign someone for a lower league team. Check out Jay Stansfield. Very, very good. Oh, these are the ones I delayed. I'm amazed the League 2 team in France has it. I'm going to accept both because he's very, very good. He is very, very good. But we got him on a free. Oh, he got a 7.2. I've accepted them now. But he's not Paulo Dybala. I mean, if we go coach report, he's the 3rd best attacking midfielder at the club. He's gone. He's done. He's done. He's gone. He's going to go. He's out of it. He might do. He wants to leave due to the interest being shown in him. But yeah, I think he'll probably pick Hull over SM Kane. But I guess we'll stick with it and see if there's any news. But huge transfer news happening in this transfer episode. And this is the first ever purely transfer episode I think we've done on this save, if I remember rightly. And it's only taken us 11 seasons, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely brilliant. We'll be back if there is any... Oh, there is more news. So we're going to get Kevin Pressman as a goalkeeping coach. Very happy with that. Yes, the previous record was 4 million for Ibrahim Assisi. If I was doing this save offline, I think I would save this and then... Do I do that anyway? Do I save it and go into and have a personal save? I don't do personal saves when I'm doing YouTube videos. One of the reasons the board have decided to offer you an interview is because they feel you'd be an acceptable fit for the club's vision for the future. This is mainly a result of your strong commitment to towards playing entertaining football. Just give me a second. Folkestone... Oh yeah, you can't do a slash, can you? Folkestone United. Oh. Folkestone... I can't even spell United. United. So, top tip. Always have rolling saves happening, so just in case something goes wrong. We'll be back when this is finished saving, and we'll go and look at the stuff that's coming for the offers. Okay, after that last save, we can carry on. Loan offers for Hall, who is a very, very highly rated centre-back that we've got. Yeah, I'm happy for him to go out. Important player. Accept both of those. That's not a problem. He's got a lot of choices. Chia! 1.8 million up front. I'm going to go for this one as well. He wants to be a star player, this guy. Again, 83 rated would be a quality signing. Another right midfielder. We're stacking up the wingers. 5'5" isn't the best. I'm just gonna... Yeah, I think he's a wonder kid. With those stats at the age of 18, I think he's a wonder kid. So I wonder if as soon as he's signed for a club in the Premier League, he will be classed as a wonder kid, which we're about to find out. You can add to the training camp squad. That's not a problem. We'll do... Selva can say, hello, welcome to the club. Yes, 18-year-old wonder kid. I thought it would be the case as soon as he signed for a Premier League club. Look at that, man. 83 rated from our scouts. Wow, we are stocked at right wing. We really are stocked at right wing now. So, yeah, this is probably what I'm looking towards moving to for the season. But who knows? Who the hell knows? It's a bloated squad at the moment, but we've got quite a few people that are on their way out, more than likely. So, yeah, we'll be back if there's any other news. So a little bit of transfer news out. Bertie leaves the club. We signed him for 140k. We've sold him for 235, potentially rising for another 60k after 50 games. And we get 50% of the profit if they sell him on, which they probably will. He's not a bad striker. 20% of that profit goes to Torino. But he's not a bad striker. He just didn't get opportunities for us. A good season when he was given lots of games in the Championship. Then we signed better strikers and he dropped out of favour. Hoping he can do something for Reading. He'll be quite useful for them, I think. I think he'll score quite a lot of goals for them. At the moment, we're focusing on outs really more than anything. Tranny's probably going to move on loan. Hall's going to move on loan. We're trying to shift Cooper out as well. Hibernian do want him. He's the sort of player I'm just thinking, do we just get rid on a free? Like, I always prefer to try and get some sort of cash. But I think we just get rid. This is how I think we're going to be lining up to start the season. Gunnarsson, Larea, Berger, Selva, Bolla, Rajic, Revan, Chia, Dybala, Mcgowan and Mass, which is an incredibly strong team. And then when you think about the players that we've not picked, Peltier, Stockton, Bandiera, Perez, Wilkinson. He definitely should be in our start. It should be Wilkinson and Berger, really. They both want to be covering defenders. Can you have two covering defenders? I think that's a bit weak, isn't it? Because no one will go and press the ball. I think, yeah, you're probably more suited to be the defender like that. Pickering, Trotter, we've got squad depth. It's just how well everybody can fit into the new formation. But let's wait and find out. So it's not every day that Folkestone Invicta would sign two goalkeepers from PSG, but that's what we've done. He's in. He's in. It looks like the Cooper is going to go to Hibernians for 60k. So, yeah, he's in. Fringe player, could improve slightly. He's going to be backup goalkeeper to the goalkeeper he was backup to for PSG. I mean, I'm happy. He's a pretty good backup goalkeeper. So, happy to get him in the van. We'll add him to the training squad. Why not? Ask Dennis. Will Dennis? the man who's no longer going to be our first choice goalkeeper. And Tranny can move out on loan to FC Copenhagen, which is good for him. Hopefully he'll get a lot of game time there and learn his trade a bit more, which would be wonderful, wonderful stuff. So a big out then, £20 million. Kingsley Sarake, we talked about it before. He has gone to Hull City. Again, that's £40 million they've paid for two of our players. Arguably, he is better than Milner. I've clicked on the wrong one. Hull City, that's what I wanted. He goes in straight away as their key player. I mean, have they still got Milner? Yeah, Steve Milner is still there. 12.25 million. They paid us £20 million for him as well. Yeah, I think if they can get those two linking up, they'll be a force to be reckoned with in the Championship. But I thought 20 million for him. When you look at the players we've bought in, I'm very, very happy with that. Not too much else to go through at the moment. I've actually been going through in terms of ability in our squad to see what we think, and I've offered Bashir Humphries out for loan. Cooper's going to leave. Jaden Harris I'm going to keep around just because he's a club legend along with me. Rajic is there, maybe looking to... He might not hit the potential we thought he had. I'm still tempted to see what we can do with him. Bola, left wing back I think is, or left back / left wing back is the key position I think we need to buy. We do have... Wilkinson can play out there. He is left-footed, probably isn't got the right attacking stats for it. It's the same with Trotter. He's progressing really, really well, but isn't really left-back material that we're looking for. So at the moment, it is only Mark Bola, who's steady. They had a very good season last year in the Championship, but whether he can do it in the Premier League, I highly doubt it. So... yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I definitely want to keep Bola around as a backup, but I think left wing back and left back is where we're looking to bring in the next reinforcement. In terms of finances, we've still got a lot of money left in the wage budget, and transfer budget has hardly been hit with the players we've bought in and then sold. Yeah, I think let's go and spend some more money. So we've confirmed another signing. Ruben Medina comes back for another season on loan, again hoping he can cut it in the Premier League. 2 good seasons for us in the Championship. We get him on loan from Man United yet again. Wonder kid in central midfield, looking to bolster that. I've been through the club and I think that's what we need. Swindon are interested in Jordan. I'll knock down price for Swindon if they want him. Let's go transfer. Can I do specific clubs? I don't know if you can. 500k is fine, yeah. And then I'll reject everyone else other than Swindon. I've been looking through, and central midfield we're lacking. Left wing, left back, central midfield, that's where we're lacking. So that's what we're looking to get in now. May let Jaden Harris go out on loan because there's a few people at Luton Town want him on loan. So we'll offer him out, see if they'll do 100% and see what they offer for that. I'm just thinking, because he's not going to get much game time, I'd rather have the money elsewhere in the club to spend it. Medina's a good example of that now. Rajic can be back up to Medina like last season. We're trying to offload Ibrahim Cisse as well, but no one's really biting. Will Dennis has got interest from Blackburn, which is good because it means we can get rid of one of these. We have had a few more outs that I just didn't want to come back for because I can sum them up now. Bashir Humphries has gone on loan to Leyton Orient, and Mike Cooper has joined Hibernian for 60k as we expected. But so far 33 million spent, 22 million recuperated. It's been a very busy summer and it's not done yet. So another out then as we're approaching very close to deadline day. 3 days I think we've got until deadline day. Ibrahim Cisse moves to Istanbul Başakşehir in Turkey, and I've absolutely butchered that, but we got the same price we bought him in for. I think £4 million. Yeah, 4 million, 1 season, did pretty well. Already moved to them, already played 1 game, which is impressive because we haven't actually moved on a day. So yes, we have. We've moved on 1 day since he signed. But yeah, Ibrahim Cisse moves out, and we've just signed better defenders now. He's not going to get any game time. So there we go. We've got late pressure for the transfer of Ludwig, who will be our new left back after a quick scout. Hoping to get him in to be our first choice left back from Borussia Mönchengladbach. Training's gone well. Moritz Bulbul has been removed from my shortlist. Great. And the Folkestone Invicta captain will be Selva, and vice captain will be Paulo Dybala. We'll be back if there's any transfer news and then for deadline day. So here we go then into deadline day, and we are definitely taking part. We've got a few irons in the fire to see if they come off. Really, really disappointingly, an ex-Folkestone player, Callum Davies, remember him? We had a bid for him. It was accepted. He chose Bournemouth over us. Their consistency in the Premier League, I guess, is what he's decided to go with. But yeah, We had a bid accepted, 4.9 million, and I was very excited about getting him back, but he moved to Bournemouth, and so annoying. I don't think we paid him that much money, so it sort of makes sense. Yeah, it was going to be bolstering the central midfield again, but we've got a big money signing potentially in the bag. Your squad looks particularly thin in the left wing back department, with only Dybala in the first team squad capable of playing there regularly. Will you be bringing in cover? We're going to try and get something done. Watch this space. That's probably the most honest answer I've ever done in Football Manager on a deadline day. But yeah, Premier League registration window is still open. Tailhorse finished continuing on today would be a superb signing, but they don't want to sell him. Another one who's, wonder kid. I was going to say probably a wonder kid at that age, but yeah, it looks very, very good. We'll keep an eye on him for sure. And Neil McGuinness has got a new qualification, which is very good. Who's Robert Skov and why people want... Ponomarev is still struggling at Leeds, not getting too much game time. Went out on loan, didn't do well at Reading. Looks like he's going to go out on loan again. That was a good £6 million that we got for him. But overall, the squad is looking good. The squad's looking okay. 3 goalkeepers. Will Dennis is about to, hopefully, sign a new contract as a backup goalkeeper. So it will make Gunnarsson our standout first-choice goalkeeper in terms of contracts and playing time as well. Centre-backs, good choices here. We've got Wilkinson, Selva, Trotter and Berger as our main choices. And then right-backs, we've got Pickering, Larrea, still got Mariano, although I have listed him for loan just to see if anyone nibbles on that. Left-back, we've got probably Trotter and Boller at the moment, but we've got that left-back from Germany as an iron in the fire as well. Central midfielders, then we've got pretty good strength here. Medina, Revan, Rajic, and of course Perez and Dybala can fill in there as well. We're looking for one more centre-back, one more central midfielder to bring in. Potentially a big money buy, but keep an eye on that one. Right wing, we've got Chia, Pickering and Stockton as well, who's picked up a really nasty 3-month injury for torn knee ligaments. Rajic also out for 3 weeks as well with a little injury. Left wing, we've got Perez can play out there. We've got Mcgowan. Dybala can play out there as an inside forward if needed, but I'd rather not. And then attacking midfield, we've got Dybala, Revan can play up there, Stockton can go in that gap, Perez if we want, and then strikers Mas, Bandiera and Peltier are our main striking options. So it's a pretty well balanced squad, I would say. Maybe a little bit short on numbers, but we do have some good players in the youth system that are able to step up if needed. Chris Kerr now got loanees interested in him again. So it will be very interesting to see what happens. But let's crack on with deadline day. And here we go. Dominic Bunga is... Well. Dominic Bunga, 65k a week, £75 million release fee, £30 million, 10 million now, 20 million over for the next 3 years, I think it is. This is Dominic Bunga coming in from Bayern Munich. Had a very good career, actually. Bayern Munich, Hertha Berlin, Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Calgary. So Bayern Munich have bought him twice for a combined fee of like, what's that, 39 million, something like that, maybe even more, 40 odd million. So, yeah, interesting. Very, very interesting there. So Dominic Bunga is going to join Folkestone Invicta. We are splashing the cash. This is why I thought I had to do this as a transfer window special, because my word, are we splashing the cash. Then for £3 million, Philip Ludwig is going to be coming in as our starting left back, which is great. The problem we've got is we've got a lot of turnover in terms of new players. Brentford have signed Roman. Oh wow, 2.7 million. The former Folkestone player, the minimum fee release was 2.5 million, expiring in August. May eventually rise to £3 million. We get 5% of that transfer. Nice. Okay. Great. Well, Roman is back in English football. Wow. Good to see him back. I didn't think he had too much about him to agree into. We bought him for £1 million. Didn't really do very much. He gets another crack at the championship. So good luck to Roman then. But yeah, they are the 2 signings we had left over, I think. If we go to Inns, yeah, Ludwig and Bunga, and that's it. There's nothing else going on at the moment. It may just be a case of seeing if we can unload a few more people before our first game of the season against Norwich. We'll send him on the intensive language course. We will register him. Obviously, there's Bunga as well and Ludwig. 15 players. We've got 20. We've got 1 space left for a signing potentially, so we'll confirm that for now. And squad numbers then. So Bunga as our Ludwig as our will be number 3 as our left back. And you can get number 19 sitting in the centre of the park, just like so. And onto the inbox. So yeah, you've been registered. We'll send you on the intensive language course. And the bank isn't completely empty. The bank isn't completely empty. Actually, it's not. 20 million still in there if we want to spend it. I'm not normally one to spend money just for the sake of it. It might be worth keeping some back just in case we need to reinforce in January. Let's have a quick look at the dynamics. Okay, team cohesion is still good. It is still good. That's all right. The dressing room atmosphere has taken a hit because the amount of turnover that we've had. So the social groups will probably be, there's a few people knocking around out of place. Carlos Masses, what are you unhappy about with his training at the moment? Oh, he's learning a new position. Oh yeah, I've got you learning the wing, haven't I? Let's cancel that then. Let's just put you as let's get you as a complete forward on attack. That's fine. Going back to what you know. Oh, that quickly changed that up. And Bandiera as well. Unhappy to be learning a new position. So let's we'll get you as a complete forward on attack as well in there, which is good. So that should change that. Nobody else is unhappy with training. Dissatisfied with the club. He's dissatisfied with his situation at the club. That's because we're trying to move you on. You're concerned with your playing time, Peltier. Well, yeah, you probably will be going forward because we're now going to we're going to start with a one striker situation and see how it goes. Carlos Mas, that'll probably change soon. That'll probably change soon. And that'll probably change soon as well for these guys. Yeah, Matteo Mariani. Let's see if we can get someone to nibble. How much do we get you on a free? 2.4 million we paid for you. I don't technically need you. I'd like to keep you though. Let's go for a 50-50 approach. See if anyone will take that on loan. There's no one else I really want to sell in the team. Maybe one of the strikers, but I don't think so. I don't think there's anyone in the under 23s who we're desperate to get rid of. Everyone's at a good age and doing all right, to be honest. Could be. Now we've got those two players in, it could be relatively quiet. I needed a left back. I needed a central midfielder. I've got those in. We've made a lot of change. And okay, so there is offer. It doesn't have sufficient interest in joining them. Okay. Concerned that spending could be out of control. Okay, what do you think about Folkestone breaking their club record to sign Dominic Bunga? I think we should all be a little bit worried. People could get twitchy as the deadline approaches. 4.5 hours. I think I've done what I needed to do because we've got in larger PC. Team's improving. Yeah, Dybala's injured. Oh, only for a day. That's okay, not a problem. So I think I'm happy with the squad. I needed a left back. I've got one. Needed a centre back. I've got one. Let's have a quick flick through the transfers again. Left back, centre back, left back, centre mid, goalkeeper, right wing, centre back, right wing, attacking mid, centre mid, attacking mid but out on loan, left wing, goalkeeper, youngsters. I'm happy with our business. We've spent a lot of money. £66 million spent. I think that's probably going to be that. You confirm the loan signing of Medina. Very pleased Man United agreed to send him here. There was just one other player I was tempted to go and get on loan from Liverpool, who was a central midfielder as well, but I don't think we necessarily need him now. It definitely wasn't Frederick Chiesa, but I could be interested to sign Chiesa. 31 million. He may have... Was it Taylor Hume? No, it wasn't Taylor Hume. It was better than that. Sean Long? No, I can't remember who it was. It was Lewis Cotton. Yeah, it was Lewis Cotton as a defensive midfielder again. But I think we've got better options in the squad now. We've got much better all-round options. He's a wonder kid, but at the moment I'm happy with how it's looking. So I think we'll just go to the end of deadline day. And you're expecting Chris Kerr could leave Radnor Park. Radnor Park Road, by the way, is what the new stadium has been called. We'll touch on that. Then maybe, if there's sufficient interest, maybe. If not, he could get a Carling Cup game every sort of Carling Cup game. No, League Cup game, Carabao Cup game. Do you plan to loan again? Plans to loan him out? Nothing's happening at the moment. Half an hour gone. That is the window. Slam shut, and it's all been done. Transfer deadline, player wage expenditure. Oh, look how low our wages compared to everybody else. And the transfer window, look at these deals, right? Cedric Jordan went from Man City to Wolfsburg for free. He is pretty good for a free transfer. 109 million Chelsea to Real Madrid for Raul. So Real Madrid signing another player called Raul, very, very good. 140 million, Rodrigo from Juventus to Chelsea, 28 years old, absolutely superb. Obviously starts his the season at Roma, starts the save at Real Madrid. Been moving around quite a bit. 73 million, 114 million there, and we were the most active, signing 17 players. And Chelsea, biggest spenders, and that was purely because they bought one player for £114 million. I don't know if Real Madrid or the likes spent anything extra on top of that. Only a little bit of money, not too much there. They made 66 million. Let's go and have a look quickly at Barcelona. They normally splash some cash as well. They spent a whopping 168 million, 31 million on Ryan Gravenberch from Benfica. 20 million, no real big players. A part exchange happened. Bloody hell, that's rare. Bloody hell. Who else is a bit of a powerhouse? PSG. Let's go and see what PSG have done in this window. Oh, I've got to search for Paris Saint-Germain. Haven't I? Paris sent like that. Clubs. No. Paris. Will that do it? Paris Saint-Germain. There you go. With Pep Guardiola at the helm, transfer history, they've spent 8.25 million. That was nothing. They are not spending much money. We've bought 3 players off PSG. That is mental. On that note, we will end it there. The next episode will be the home game against Norwich on TV, which is really good. We sold out our stadium for the friendlies against Arsenal and Man City, which we drew against Arsenal and lost to Man City. Pretty successful pre-season with the new formation. But yeah, Norwich up next. That's what we'll be back for on Monday, not too far away. But in the next episode, it'll be Norwich. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down below what you think of the signings. We'll have a quick recap of the ping, because not everyone will like this transfer episode. So I'll have a quick recap of the players we've signed at the beginning of the next episode, but nothing too long. But thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about the signings. Let me know down below. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new. But for now, I'm out. Cheers.